All right, so I'm not sure if you're ready for this one. Okay, you can laugh already ahead of time. But let me first of all do a quick shout out to Miss Elizabeth Olayinka Omotayo. She said, "May Mr. Balogo's peaceful soul rest in peace. He will be greatly missed." All right. So Bobrisky convicted on 4 counts out of 6. The Naira abuse saga. I'm going to play this short video, and then I want to hear your take and your opinion on this story. Okay, let me play it real quick.
Of course, you're welcome to the entertainment segments of the Saturday Breakfast Show on TVC News. I am Theophilus Ilama, and as always, I have my co-host in this studio with me, Adebanke Oduni. How are you doing?
Let's get to it. Let's get
giving that gist quite a bit, but what do you think of the whole saga? The breaking news, and I saw a headline: "Mummy of Lagos arraigned."
Jesus Christ!
People are very rude. What is my mommy of Lagos? She's a man. That's my own. Number 2.
That's so disrespectful.
So that our viewers know what we are working with. But I think that it's important to make scapegoats of certain people, because we've all seen it on social media. It's actually very rampant.
Yeah.
Spraying the Naira and not respecting our national currency. You get. So I think it's very good. But I hope that they should forgive him, sir.
Well, he has to go there. He has to go through the hurdles of the court.
All right, those are some journalists taking sides recklessly. But anyway, about this Naira abuse story, did you see it? Did you read a little bit up on it? And what's your take on it?
Yes,
Bobrisky, the Nigerian most popular trans, can we call him trans something?
I do not know if it's transgender, but I think he's a cross-dresser.
A cross-dresser, yes, for
Yes.
sure. Yeah, yes,
And
yes.
you see, Nigerians love to take jokes too far. I do not know I don't know his sexual orientation. Like I've said elsewhere, it's none of my business whatever adults do, with themselves.
With their lives.
Their sex lives is none of my business, so long you are not violating our corporate space, as in, for example, you are not dipping your hand into our common purse, into our national treasure, to indulge your, what's it called? Your fantasy.
Your personal fantasies.
Yeah, your personal fantasies, your personal luxuries. And this is where some of my journalist colleagues are missing the point. Buhari is seated in Daura today. You know how much has been traced to him, even when he's not a cross-dresser. Nobody is making him answerable. People who were filtering communications in respect of the conduct and misgovernance of so many years in Nigeria, they have never been held accountable. Bobrisky lives his life, and I'm not his fan. And I do not want to get involved in the polemics of whether he is he or he is she. None of my business. That does not in any way and I'm not homophobic. Now,
that's obvious with what you just said.
Yes, look at the attitude of Nigeria of the Nigerian system. They said they tracked his 2 accounts, more than 120 something million in one. The other one, how is that anybody's business? This is saying the wrong signals about the intent and purpose of governance in Nigeria. So this is how you want to launch after people's personal wealth, personal savings, just because somebody is a cross-dresser.
But real quick, let me ask you a question. If they found 120 million Naira in his account, if there was, don't you think the authorities will need to know the source of such amount of money?
This is a private citizen. Don't forget, all the money that Buhari has, the one Tinubu has, are they asking that? Those are the ones that people should busy their heads about. I'm telling you.
Okay, I agree with that. With that.
Now,
I'm just trying to keep it on Bobrisky for a second.
Yeah, their excuse for holding him and convicting him now. They said he is spraying money in public. Is that not a cultural thing in Nigeria?
Yeah, that one is really what
I mean,
I'm conflicted on.
haven't you attended events, public functions in Nigeria where musicians will now begin to parody you when they sing for you and you do not show appreciation? They will blow that thing. Babagba, mahawole, no, yato sound. And when you hear that you are being described as being miserly because you do not appreciate musicians and what have you, that is a place you don't want to be in. I mean, we had a principle.
Are you saying the musicians manipulate money out of our pockets at the parties?
That, I mean, it's a cultural thing. This did not just start. In palaces and wherever in Africa, you sing for royalty and the noble people. They show appreciation. It's a commonplace. The one I do not subscribe to is that money being spread anyhow and then being pasted on the forehead anyhow, and then it falls on the ground.
But what do you mean by anyhow? How is it placed on forehead anyhow?
Well, you see the way people try to display words of notes. In an unpublished work that we did, we had the opinion of a gentleman, the late Reverend Canon Olajide Fagboegun. He said why he never used to do that. Why he stopped that habit was because he was sensitive to the feelings of the less privileged, the have-nots in the society who would now be thrown into some deep thinking that could be depressed that, oh, I have nothing, I look at the way people are being vulgar. Yes, that's the proper word. I do not subscribe to any form of ostentatious living. I do not subscribe to being vulgar, but please.
Okay.
People should not look for all kinds of excuses to just convict in Nigeria. The real criminals are there. Look at Wadume in Taraba State, who was given a tumultuous welcome. Celebration today in Taraba for an a convicted kidnapper. He was being celebrated. Bobrisky has not done all those things. He has had his woto with what's his name?
Who's that?
Zazu.
Portable.
Portable. Yeah, Portable. They have had their woto, and the government decided to use that to take that. Maybe
the IT will letting you know he catches small crews here and there on the social media too.
That is it.
Oh wow!
And then the other one that an award meant for women had to be conferred on Bobrisky. Whatever was behind that. That's the call of the judges. There are bigger issues.
So you don't disagree with that at all? That he's the best dressed female in Nigeria.
They have their rules. You see, you and I cannot be lured into the mundane and you see, those things are not the issues with that Nigeria should busy itself with. Look at the issue of classification. You belong to this class, I don't belong to this class, that is being pushed under the let me quote the and unquote the father of the current power and whatever minister, Adelabu, the peculiar mess in Nigeria.
Right.
They are not thinking about that. How now you are rated and treated in a discriminatory way in Nigeria through your zip code, where you live. This is how much you pay to NEPA and all that. In terms of public power consumption, all kinds of.
So are you the main thing you're getting out of this is the hypocrisy of it all, right?
The moral hypocrisy, the legal hypocrisy, and the deliberate attempt at going after whoever they don't like. Even if he's embracing the other lifestyle that everybody is talking of, how about the big people who have been patronizing him?
Right. Because this guy was, okay, this lady, Mommy of Lagos, was bragging just a few weeks ago that
he would lock Olalomi up.
That one, yeah. But there was another guy who is also influencer, a very dark man, on the internet that they were going back and forth, and that one got picked up and was locked up seemingly unjustly for like a whole week straight after Mommy of Lagos had threatened that he or she would do that, right? So that society seems like a society where people are just harassing each other with.
It's a country of
police.
power show. It's a country of power show. You see, in Yoruba palace, it will be known as Eminimo Juelo, Iwolo Jumilo, Tondawa Alasile, in the words of Ebenezer Obey. But people should appreciate and acknowledge the vanity of the life in which we live.
Yeah, agreed. All right, so let's leave Bobrisky alone. Bobrisky is not a politician, at least not as of yet. So, but this Naira abuse thing, yeah, you're right. To me, it's just pure hypocrisy because people still do it in Nigeria. I know there was some kind of law they wanted to put in place, but exactly how do you plan to stop this practice or this tradition or culture of spraying money?
You want to treat Naira note with respect. The words, arrange them neatly like we do in our wallet and decently bring them out.
That's about all you can do. Like that old spraying money thing is just, it's a stretch, it's a reach.
All of them do it. They all do it. You don't do it, the society looks at you as being miserly. You know, yes, miserly people do not have fun. And the people who are close to them, their relatives, don't even enjoy them. You know, may God not make us stingy people. But that said, it doesn't mean that we should be irresponsible how we throw Naira notes everywhere. No.
That's true.
But is that something somebody should be sent to prison for? I don't know.
Jesus, out of nowhere, he just got picked up.
Randomly.
Anyway, hit the like button, share, subscribe, and follow and turn up your notifications so you're notified whenever we go live. We'll be back in 20 seconds. We have some more stories to cover. See you in 20 seconds.